And the last thing you need is some kind of device. Now, you can use a Bluetooth headset, I'll mention that, but you're going to get better results with a wired-in headset and just running the wire down to a device like this one, which is what I've been testing with. It's stellar for this particular application. You can get the MC9500 in a variety of configurations with smaller keypads and things like that. But the nice thing about it is it has dedicated chips for doing the text-to-speech output, so it sounds very good when it talks to you. And it has chips for the side coming in, so it does the recognition very, very well. It also has a little port on the side for clipping your headset into, a breakaway port that is easy to deal with. But like I say, there are probably a number of devices that you could actually use. This just happens to be the one that I've been testing with and been very happy with. And this device, whatever you would choose, is just going to end up in a holster on the picker's belt or sitting on the, essentially on the forklift if you're using a Bluetooth headset with it. So that's all I've got to show with that. I'm going to just jump you right into the VoicePick application itself. If you could pull up the Pocket Controller. This is showing what's on the screen of that Symbol 9500 that I have sitting next to the phone right now. And this is the first screen that you would see on the VoicePick application. And this is a beast to demo over the phone. As you can imagine, I don't have a headset on, so we might get some false recognition as I run the application. The application is designed to run in two modes. One's a training mode and one is a live mode, where we would actually be talking to the database and getting work from the database dispatcher. But the training mode is very useful, and that's what I'm going to take you through right now to demonstrate how it works. Because this is what you could give to somebody that you wanted to test out the application with, or get somebody familiar with how to use the application before you actually put them in the warehouse and told them to start picking. And the way that it generally works is very simple, other than a couple of options that I showed you. The interface does work completely, so you can run that application in either voice command mode or in using the buttons on the beast. So this is the first thing that we'll do, and we'll just take you through it. We'll have to be a little quiet. If you can't hear it, I'll try to turn the volume up on the device a little bit, and we'll see. In fact, let me do that now. There, now you might be able to hear it a little bit better. And let's see what happens if I can get it going here. Voice command. Well, let's try that.
I'm listening for your commands.
Could you hear that?
Scan your badge, or tell me your PIN digit by digit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Scan your badge, or tell me your 4-digit PIN.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Looking up PIN. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 moment.
Okay, this is actually the way you configure the VoicePick. It's a special PIN. Each of the warehouse workers that you have working is going to have their own special PIN to log on. That means they can do it hands-free. They don't need to see a list of employees and do that. This is very much like EOMobile CF, where you just set a connection string that indicates your database connection, and you set an IIS server IP address in there, or a name that it can resolve. And here are a couple of options as far as testing our application. Now, the verify zone is going to require that I verify that I'm at the right location to pick the item. The verified pick quantity is going to verify, it's going to ask me, did you really pick such and such? And the scan items is the one we already discussed. One of the neat things that we can do with our dispatcher and with the VoicePick application is pick more than one pallet at a time. So if you're interested in looking at hardware or forklifts that can support carrying around 3 pallets at a time, that can be a very effective way of picking if you have the right back-end software to actually lay out the pallets properly so that you can efficiently pick 3 pallets at a time. The application allows you to do that. Right now we'll just pick 1 at a time, so I'll go ahead and save that. and say voice command,
I'm listening for your commands.
7841,
Looking up pin 7841. One moment. Confirmed login of Willie Pick-a-Lot.
proceed.
Logging in Willie Pick-a-Lot. One moment. You are logged on. Say get work to find work to do.
Get work.
Get work. Very good. One moment, please. Work found. One pallet needed. 50 cases total. Say start picking when ready.
Start picking.
Pick 10 cases of MGD 4612 cans.
Next.
Pick 8 cases of Molson Canadian 4612 bottles.
Next.
Pick 5 cases of Coors Light 468 ounce cans.
How many?
You are expected to pick 5 cases.
Where?
Item is located at Zone 1, Slot 3.
Repeat.
Item is located at Zone 1, Slot 3.
No stock.
Coors Light 468 ounce cans. Are you sure there is no stock?
Yes.
No stock processed. Pick 5 cases of High Life 21212 cans.
Next item.
Pick 4 cases of Miller Chill 15 22 ounce cans.
Short pick.
Do you want to short pick Miller Chill 15 22 ounce cans?
Proceed.
Short pick Miller Chill 15 22 ounce cans. Expected 4 cases. How many are you picking?
1,407.
Pick 4 or fewer cases. How many Miller Chill 15 22 ounce cans are you picking?
About 23.
Pick 4 cases or less. How many Miller Chill 15 22 ounce cans are you picking?
2.
Did you pick 2 cases of Miller Chill 15 22 ounce cans?
Yes.
Cut processed. Pick 3 cases of Coors Banquet 12 24 ounce cans.
Next.
Pick 3 cases of Smirnoff Ice Watermelon 4611.2 bottles.
Next.
Pick 3 cases of Rolling Rock 21212 long necks.
Next.
Pick 2 cases of Sam Adams Bach 4612 long necks.
Voice command.
Voice command disabled.
So now you can see kind of how the process works here. I said the magic word just to turn the recognition off. You can say that to turn it on or off. When it's off, I could go through the interface using the buttons. So if I was to poke next item here, you can see that that's an easy way to run the application as well. You could just as well use the application without any kind of voice recognition if you were to do that. Now there are a couple of options that I want to demonstrate here. As I'm only 64% of the way through this, and I think you got a good idea of what's working here. I did a no stock, I did a short pick, and now I'm going to start over and we're going to choose one of the confirmation kinds of things so you can see how that works. And I'll just demonstrate that. Voice command.
I'm listening for your commands.
Start over.
Are you sure you want to stop picking and start over?
Yes.
You are now at the main menu. Say get work to see if there is work for you to do.
Log out.
Are you sure you are done working?
Yes. So I'll put in my special pin, go out to my configuration, and we'll turn on everything. So you can see the slowest possible way that you might run through there for someone who's never used the application before, but you want to make sure that they're actually at the right place, they're picking the right stuff, they're doing all that. And just for a hoot, I'll put on a couple pallets so you can see how that works. Do we have a barcode here that I can actually scan? I'm going to need to scan something. Okay, that maybe work. We'll find out. Voice command.
I'm listening for your commands.
4192.
Looking up pin 4192. One moment. Confirm login of Joe Rounderman.
Proceed.
Logging in Joe Rounderman. One moment. You are logged on. Say get work to find work to do.
Get work.
Get work. Okay. One moment, please. Work found. 2 pallets needed. 100 cases total. Say start picking when ready.
Start picking.
Are you in zone 1?
Yes.
Scan MGD 4612 cans. Put 5 cases of MGD 4612 cans on pallet 1.
Next.
Have you placed 5 cases of MGD 4612 cans on pallet 1?
Yes.
Very good. Let's continue. Put 10 cases on pallet 2.
Next.
Did you place 10 cases on pallet 2?
Yes.
Good job. Let's continue. Scan Molson Canadian 4612 bottles. Put 10 cases of Molson Canadian 4612 bottles on pallet 1.
Short pick.
Do you want to short pick Molson Canadian 4612 bottles?
No way.
Cancelled command.
Context.
You are picking Molson Canadian 4612 bottles. Quantity 10 for pallet 1.
Next item.
Have you put 10 cases of Molson Canadian 4612 bottles on pallet 1?
Yes.
Good work. Let's continue. Put
Voice
5
command.
cases on pallet 2.
Voice command.
Voice command disabled.
Okay, so there you see kind of what we're doing as far as the scan verification and the location verification and the multiple pallets. Note that I hear a little ding after each time it speaks. That's to let the user know that they can be listening to it. And really, you have to kind of imagine when you're looking at this demonstration that they're not seeing this screen at all. So we've taken quite a lot of care in the vocabulary we're using and the instructions we're giving to keep them fairly concise, but presenting all the information that one needs to actually pick a good pallet. Are there any questions about this so far?
Yeah, this is Tim. One brief question I have. I know in this example they're picking by location name, like this one, Molson Canadian 46. Do you also have the option, or have you guys looked into picking to a location instead of to a SKU name, like pick 5 case?
I'm listening for your commands.
33?
I'm going to, so that this application doesn't kind of come on just because you said something on the phone, I'm going to go ahead and kill the application and we can start it up later if we want to look at it. Just hang on just a second. I think it's dead. I'm turning it away.